Sellers have become addicted to feedback. They want to know as soon as possible what a potential buyer thought about their home. They wait for notification from the automated feedback system their agent has set up. If they hear nothing, they often prod their agent to be proactive and call the buyer's agent and ask how the buyer liked the home. They want news, and silence almost kills them. Why do they want the feedback? Do they really think that an agent that represents the buyer has any motive at all to help a seller improve the attractiveness of their home? Whether they like the carpet, the countertops, or the color of the paint in the family room can make for an interesting HGTV show, but it is virtually worthless in our market. It's called individual feedback, and unless you're willing to rebuild your home to meet the whims of every buyer, it's a waste of time. But wait, there is something you can collect without ever having to ask a buyer or their agent. It's called market feedback. What is market feedback? It is the knowledge gained from a compilation of the number of showings you've had, the number of second showings, and the number of sign calls your agent receives, plus any offers received. Let's face it, if you've had a lot of showings but no second showings and no offers, you are most likely priced too high. If you haven't had any showings, either your price is too high or your home is incorrectly entered into the MLS. In other words, buyer's agents aren't finding your listing where they would expect it to be. The wrong type, geographical area, school district, etc. So really, all the feedback you need never requires a buyer or buyer's agent opinion. That's more important than you might think. Believe it or not, only two things can result from your agent contacting a buyer's agent who showed your home for individual feedback, and both of them are bad. First, the buyer wasn't interested. In this case, your agent has wasted their time. It doesn't matter why the buyer didn't like the home. You aren't going to talk them into changing their mind. Second, the buyer is interested in your home. In fact, they were planning on putting an offer together this evening. You would have found this out anyway had you just been patient, but your agent called, so you know early. But you know what? The buyer and their agent learned something too. They learned that you're anxious, maybe even desperate. You called them. If their agent is experienced at all, you can bet that their offer for your home is going to be less than what they would have offered otherwise. That little hint of desperation will cost you money, and it really is pointless. Want to know if a buyer is interested? Want to know for sure? It's easy. Interested buyers will often look more than once, and they'll make an offer on your home. Remember, market feedback comes from your own agent. You never want feedback from an agent whose job it is to get the lowest price and best terms for the buyer. They aren't on your side, so don't give them an advantage by showing desperation.